Hello, it's Tara and Silas. We are back, you guys, with the medical equipment world. Let's talk about it. So first, we want to start off by saying we are so lost for words for what has happened here in California with the loss of people's property, and so our prayers and oh my gosh, just everything that is just I've actually felt lost in the last few days. It's just so crazy what's happening. And so, but we're definitely sending prayers and hopes and giving donations in any way we can to help out. We did post earlier on our Facebook page, I think it was a flyer for San Pedro, and also, if anyone that wants to donate or anything like that, there is a flyer on our Facebook page that please feel free to reach out to them and see what they need. You can look on there and then provide those required items. What we wanted to talk about today is that while the loss with the fire, we know a lot of people have lost some of their medical equipment and things of that nature, or struggling to try and get some of those items replaced. If you use your insurance to get this medical equipment, and you are in need for replacement, you should be able to get it in a few ways. Okay, so basically, you're going to, because if you lost everything, you probably don't remember. If it's been a couple of years, the insurance usually pays for every 5 years. But if it's been less than that and you forgot who you got the equipment from, you can reach out to your insurance company. The insurance company does have records of who they billed for your product, and they should be able to give you that information so that you're able to reach out to that particular provider. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is that they will need documentation outlining, you lost your equipment in the fire. You cannot do without this equipment. Those things will need to be detailed in writing. So then that way you're able to hopefully that provider can bill the insurance on your behalf to get that replaced. If you found that that is like that you're having trouble doing that, then there's organizations that you can reach out to. It's for or nonprofit organizations that can give out equipment if they have it. MedShare, American Red Cross, they offer loans and loaners and give donations to equipment as well. There's other companies called Project Cure. There's Hope Haven International, Society, I think it's called Hope Haven International and Society St. Vincent, just to name a few. Also, if you're out there and you have extra equipment that you no longer need or no longer have a use for, then please go and see if you can reach out to some of these organizations and get that over to them, so that way when someone in need does reach out to them, they're able to get that equipment. Okay. You can also reach out to us at cfsmedical.equipment.com. I'm sorry, cfsmedical.equipment.com. We also have resources, and we also, because we give out equipment also. We've done that in the past, even before a disaster or anything. We have donated equipment. So if you need some type of assistance, we have different resources that we can kind of direct you to or help you ourselves. Um, Again, there's FEMA. So, yeah, this is a trying time right now. And so don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. There's different organizations, as I mentioned, that's out there that's willing to help to get you what you need. And so, yeah, definitely reaching out to your insurance company to get information, your doctor's office also, because they would have your insurance information also. So reaching out to your doctor's office is also key as well. So anything else that I maybe could have mentioned, Silas, and I probably forgot?
No, you pretty much mentioned everything. Yeah, it is it's a unfortunate time. So if you guys know, if you guys have like any extra supplies you guys want to donate, you can donate to those avenues that Tara was just talking about. So that'll be a really good help. Also, what we want to get into today is really just talking about how the insurance process goes for, if you have particular DME products that is being covered by the insurance, and let's say you fortunately lost those particular items in the fire, in the LA fires, then we're going to talk today. We're going to really be diving into the process with that and how you can kind of navigate that process, because it is an interesting process with I think with this insurances period now right now, but it's specifically for DME. So really just going to get into that today.
Okay. And it just kind of basically, if you're in need, it goes back to just reaching out to your doctor, because of course if you call a provider, they're going to say, well, because of same and similar, we're not able to provide it, or things like that. And then that way you can let them know, like, hey, I've talked to my doctor. I have the medical records that he's written out that says I cannot be without this particular product. I really need it. Now, maybe some different things that may extra go into that, because depending on what you've lost. I don't know if it's oxygen, I'm not sure. So you definitely want to make sure that you reach out to your doctor's office, reach out to your insurance company. If you have that provider that provided that medical equipment for you, reach out to them, letting them know what's going on, what has happened, and hopefully they will definitely be able to help and assist you. Again, there are different organizations that if you feel like you're not getting anywhere or whatever, or you may, I don't know, maybe you don't have insurance, but there are organizations out there that do offer medical equipment, and they can get that medical equipment to you. Again, if you are having issues and you're not able to reach anyone, please feel free to reach out to cfsmedicalequipment.com. We will have some resources to try to help you directly and navigate you to the right place, or help you ourselves. Okay. So we just wanted to share that today. We've been off for a while because of the holiday and everything, but we just kind of wanted to jump on here today to just say that we are with you. We stand with you. Whatever you need, whatever we can do, we're here for the resources. We have connections with quite a few people that we can direct you to, and things of that nature. And we also help out as well. So it just depends on what you have going on as far as the need when it comes to the equipment. I would say that if you can, just definitely, especially if you're on oxygen, any respiratory products and things like that, equipment, yeah, please reach out, as soon as you can, or your loved one. If you're a caregiver taking care of someone who's on oxygen, respiratory items, please reach out to the providers and let them know, so they know where you are. That's another thing too, connecting with your medical provider, equipment provider, letting them know where you are immediately, so that they can help get you the oxygen refills and things of that nature, and all of that. So don't feel like you're alone out there, because you're not. So just reach out to them, call your doctor, call your insurance. Again, as I mentioned, sometimes we get calls like, I didn't remember where I got it from, or because it's been a while, depending on what the equipment is. The insurance would be your great resource, because they build and they have built for that for you on your behalf, and they would have that information. Now, if you switch insurances, I'm not quite sure. But then your doctor is a good resource too, because they have the list, and sometimes they're the ones who call the provider. So they would be able to look in your file to see who they reached out to you on your behalf, or who they sent the information to or got it from the referral. So I think that pretty much sums it up to a point. Organizations, nonprofit, American Red Cross, MedShare, just to name a few. At this point, I would say Google is your best friend, literally, to go down there and just Google some companies and things like that. And also to just be vigilant too, because there's a lot of fraud out there, and there's a lot of fake associations and things of that nature. That's why I'm saying, like, Red Cross is definitely one, and some of the names I mentioned: Project Cure, Hope Haven International, Society St. Vincent, MedShare, American Cross. You want to make sure you go to those type of organizations. If anyone start asking you for money or funds or anything like that, do not do it. Do not do it, because these organizations, these are donations. Okay, they're lending to you or they're donating to you. They shouldn't be asking you for money. Okay, so just be aware of that. We have sometimes a lot of seniors that gets taken advantage of, and it is definitely out there, and this is not the time and place for that. So if someone is asking you for funds to get these items, do not do it. Of course, unless you go to a medical provider and they're selling it to you, that's different. But if you're calling these organizations and or, just be aware that no one they should not be asking you for funds. Okay? Anything else, Silas, that we maybe need to share or add on?
That's pretty much it. I just really covered everything for today. Just avoiding those, like yeah, those scams out there because there are a lot of scams that they've actually been talking about that a lot in the news, right? Even with just general insurances, like for homes, insuring homes and things of that nature.
Mhm.
So yeah, really just want to. To stay vigilant. Also, you can look into those resources that just Tar just talked about. Highly encourage that, so that way you can kind of speed up the process. Also, you can kind of navigate things a little bit faster because you'll know exactly what to ask for. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah, and I'll reiterate this again, making sure that when you do talk to the doctor, because they will, in order to build your insurance for something that you've had less than 5 years, they will need the doctor to outline the need, what you're getting, what happened to the product, how you cannot be without it. It is medically necessary based on your condition and things of that nature. So make sure you have all of that detailed information. That way, when you go to the provider, you're already prepared and you have that documentation in hand. Okay. So again, if you need to get a hold to us, we're at www.cfsmedicalequipment.com and our phone number is 310-817-5373. Thank you. Our prayers are with you. We are with you. We stand with you, and we will get through this. Be blessed.